The secret life of objects. The Hogben test, when frogs predicted birth. Imagine a hospital basement in London, 1948. It is cold, damp, and it smells faintly of swamp water. Against the wall, rows of glass aquariums are bubbling away. Inside, hundreds of greenish-gray creatures are floating, legs splayed, waiting for a nurse to come down the stairs. This isn't a zoo. It is a diagnostic lab, and those creatures are the medical equipment. Welcome to the secret life of objects.
Wait, hospitals kept tanks of live animals in the basement?
They did. These were froggeries. For nearly 20 years, the only reliable way to confirm a pregnancy wasn't a chemical strip or a blood test. It was an African clawed frog.
A frog? You're telling me my grandmother might have been tested on an amphibian?
If she was pregnant in the 40s or 50s, almost certainly. Before this, the main option was the rabbit test. That involved injecting a rabbit, waiting days, and then, dissecting the rabbit to check its ovaries. The rabbit died every single time. It was slow, expensive, and grim.
That is awful. So the frogs were the humane upgrade.
Exactly. Enter Lancelot Hogben. He was a British zoologist working in South Africa, obsessed with how hormones controlled color changes in animals. He wasn't even looking for a pregnancy test. But he noticed something peculiar about the Xenopus laevis frog. It was completely aquatic and incredibly responsive to hormones.
Responsive how? Like it changed color?
Even better. He found that if you injected the frog's leg with the urine of a pregnant woman, the HCG hormone acted like a biological override switch. Hogben would inject a female frog in the morning, and by evening, the tank would be clouded with thousands of black and white eggs.
Whoa, just like that?
Like clockwork. 12 hours. No dead rabbit, no surgery. And the best part? You could put the frog back in the tank, feed it some liver, and use her again the next week. It seemed like a miracle. Suddenly, tens of thousands of these frogs were being shipped from Cape Town to labs all over the world.
It is wild to think about doctors acting like zookeepers.
It was a logistical nightmare, but it worked. The frog says yes became a real medical diagnosis. But there was a hidden cost. When the first plastic chemical tests arrived in the 1960s, hospitals didn't need the frogs anymore. They didn't want to kill them, so they did something that seemed kind at the time.
Let me guess, they set them free.
They dumped them into local ponds and creeks. But the African clawed frogs carried a silent hitchhiker on their skin, a fungus called chytrid. They were immune to it. But the native frogs in America, Europe, and Australia were not.
Oh no.
It triggered an ecological apocalypse. That fungus has since wiped out over 90 species of amphibians worldwide. It is considered one of the worst wildlife diseases in history.
Wow, that is heavy.
We got the answer we needed, but the frogs are still paying for it.
Ignite your muse with drops of inspiration. Search Musedrops.